Guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I love this pinafore dress more than I anticipated. I so much love it. Oh, I didn't even believe that it's going to be nice on a plus size. Trust me, this video is not doing justice to this dress, I'm telling you guys. Anyway, we are doing tutorial on how I made the pinafore and the shirt. So it's going to be a two-part tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to learn everything about the shirt, and in the next tutorial is going to be everything about the pinafore. I'll drop the link in the description section. Let's start. I'll be drafting this on the pattern paper, so I'm going to be folding my pattern paper into two like this. If you're cutting straight on your fabric, you can do your fabric folded into two, then you fold it again. So this is going to be the back and this is going to be the front. For the front, I've left 3.5 inches, and that will be for the button stand, the button cover, and the facing. I will explain that when the time comes. So next thing I'm going to do is to get the armhole length. Remember, this is a shirt, so I'm using 10 inches, and the waist length, this is 17 inches, and then this is just what is remaining. What I have here is 27 inches. That's the length of the pattern. I will increase this when I get to the main fabric. I will increase it to like 32. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and square these lines out. So this is the armhole, this is the waistline, and then this is the center back, and remember this is the front. So from the center back, you're going to mark the shoulder width divided by 2, which is 8.5, but I'm going to make it 9 inches because this is a shirt. And then I'm going to square that down to the armhole line. So basically what I added was 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the neck width of 3 inches. If you want, if you're on the slimmer side, you can do 2.75, and then I'm going to come down 1 inch and connect this like so. And then I'm going to mark the balance point for the sleeve. I'm going to mark this here, go in by 1/2 inch. This will be for the front. So we are going to come back to this. So let's do the bust. I'm going to do bust divided by 4, and I'm going to add 1.5. You can actually go as far as 2 inches, but I added 1.5 to this. So whatever I have here, I'm going to just go ahead and square it down to the hemline. As free as you want it, just go ahead and do it. It's a free shirt, so feel free to do it, whatever. And on the waistline, whatever you have done, you're going to reduce 1 inch here and mark it like this, so that you just give it that a bit of feminine shape. And then at the hemline, I'm going to just come up by 2 inches. Remember, we have not seen the shirts of this. I'm just using my discretion to do this type of design. The main thing is the shirt collar and all that. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect this like this. This will be for the back, and so I'm going to go in like this to touch that line I marked before for the front. So just go ahead and connect this like this. So the armhole is ready. This is for the back and this is for the front. So next is to mark the neck width, the neck depth for the back. I came down 0.75 and marked that like this. And for the front neck depth, I'm going to do 3.5 inches. If you're on the slimmer side, you can do 3 inches here. So this is the neckline for the front. I'm just trying to mirror out the center front so that I'll be able to get the button stand and the button cover. I'll then go ahead and cut this out. So for the button stand and the button cover, you are going to just, from the button stand, fold this in like this. Can you see what I'm doing? From the buttons stand, 1 inch away from the center front, and then you're going to cut out your neckline. It depends on how you want your shirt, how to finish your shirt, but I just want to finish this shirt like this, like a vintage shirt, so that I'll just go ahead and add the buttons here like this. Next, I'm going to just go ahead and take the measurement of the neckline, so that I'll use that for the shirt collar. So just go ahead and take the measurement from here to here and from here to the button stand. I hope you understand. So I'm just going to take it like this. Just place your tape like this and take it. Don't take it keeping it straight. Just place it the way I'm placing it like this, and you take it. For mine is 8 inches, so I'm going to use that when I'm making the collar. I've gone ahead and cut that out on my fabric using the pattern we just made. And next, I'm going to use this interfacing to gum this place. This is called hairstay. So you're going to gum the right side of the fabric where the buttonhole will be. So it's going to look like this. I told you guys I want to finish it off like a vintage shirt. I went ahead and increased the length on the pattern paper to 32 inches, just like I said earlier, and then added ½ inch all around. Next is for me to sew this. So I'm going to place right side facing together, the front and the back. I'm going to place right side facing together like this and sew the shoulder. And then for the sleeve, this is the pattern I'll be using, and I'm going to label this. I want to do a slash and spread, so I've cut this out into 6 pieces. So that's what I labeled 1 to 6. So just go ahead and cut it open. Just cut it open because we are going to have gathers at the top of the sleeve. I hope you understand. So just when you're placing it, you place it like this. I didn't want it to be too wide, so I didn't make the wideness of the upper side to be too wide. Take note of that. So this is my shirt. I've sewn the shoulder. Next is for us to do the sleeve. So this is the sleeve. Like I told you, I didn't make it too wide. If you're on the sleeve, if you're on the slim side, you can make it wider than this, but I didn't want it to be too wide. So this is what I have like this. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. I just wanted you to see the how much I spread it. Yeah, not too much anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and gather this a bit on the shoulder like that. Remember the right way I told you to take the measurement of the collar, leaving your tape standing like this. So take that, whatever you get is what you're using. For mine, I got 8 inches, and that's what I'm going to use for this collar. So I placed my pattern into 2 just for me to have an idea of how it's going to look. Else I will leave it to be straight. So here I'm marking the 8 inches I got from the measurement of the neckline, and then I'm going to get the width of the total shirt collar. So I want it to be 5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and mark it like this. Next is to mark the shirt stand, the shirt collar stand. I want it to be 1½ inches, so I'm going to mark 1½ inches here like this. Next, we are going to get 1/3 of the total width of the neckline, which is 2.6, and I'm going to square it up like this. I don't know why I'm making so much mistake on this voiceover. Okay, so next thing, at the center front, I'm going to go up 3/8 like this and connect this like so. Next, I'm going to mark 1 inch for the button stand. So just go ahead and curve it like this. Next is for us to make the shape for the shirt collar stand, just to make it comfortable. So you're going to take away 1/2 inch. So that is the shirt collar stand and the collar. So now is to make the exaggerated collar. If you make it like this, it will not fit properly. So if you look at this shape, if you make this shape, is going to be very wide. This is another type of shirt collar. Is the wing shirt collar. It's going to look like a wing, and it's going to be away from the center front. So don't use this method. Make sure not to use this. So what we're going to do from here, I'm going to go off 6 inches and then connect this like this. But if you don't want to recreate the same thing the person did, you can just do a wing shirt collar. So you see the way I connected this like so. Just make sure you connect it like that so that it doesn't get too wide apart. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut off this place and also cut out the collar stand. So I'm just going to use this and cut out on my fabric. Make sure to check this to be sure of what you're doing before you continue. So for mine is perfect. I like it like that. So I'm cutting it out on my fabric. I interface my fabric with hairstay. The 4 of them is 4 pieces here. I interface all of them with hairstay, as you can see. So 2 pieces for each one. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew this round, and this is what I have. So next I'm going to take the center of the shirt and place it like so, and then I'm going to sandwich it with the other one. If you note, you will see I folded 1/2 inch on the other side of the collar stand. So I'll use that one to sandwich this like this. I'm trying to show you that I use hairstay for all of them. So next I'm going to place this like this and sew it round, and then we set that aside. So this is the shirt. I've installed the sleeve. Remember what I said about this place. So for the sleeve, I'm going to use an extended elastic. So I'm going to make another elastic casing for the sleeve. Then the next thing is for us to sew the collar. So my fabric is going to be like this, and I'm going to go ahead and fix the shirt collar like this, and that is it, guys. So I'll go ahead and show you the final look. So this is how the shirt looks. Very nice, right? Yeah, remember, if you want to watch how I made the pinafore dress, I will drop the link in the description section. I'll see you guys in my next video.